Hello, everyone. It's time to get off this emotional roller coaster. For just about everybody on this earth have been thrust onto this emotional roller coaster. We have to get off. We have to collect our thoughts. We have to get out of our feelings and into solutions because we are headed for a storm, a GOP storm. When that big ugly bill was passed, it started a tsunami that is coming to a city near you. And it's going to be devastating for a lot of people. And we have to be there for one another. We have to help one another. And I want to talk about not only that, because we are so sick and tired of hearing about Trump and Epstein and this big ugly bill and all these politicians, the weak ones, the strong ones, the liars, the cheaters, the pedophiles. We tired of hearing about that. It's it's in the atmosphere. I mean, we can hear about it, but we are not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on solutions. It's people out there dying. People out there that is just lost and abused. And we, especially as black and brown people, are under attack. Our history is being rewritten again. The rewritten is being rewritten. And we are under this disguise of DEI, which uh, I was not for it in the beginning because uh, we had already had discrimination laws. We passed handicap laws. We should have been emphasizing more on that and try to prevent having to have these laws. We should have been focusing more on people's health so they wouldn't be handicapped. We should have been emphasizing more on education so people could have their own businesses. They don't have to go and be in people's businesses that don't want them. If you don't want to hire black people, don't hire black people. That's on you. We got our own business. We should be hiring our own people. Black people should be hiring black people or whoever they want to hire. I was always like, if you don't want me in your business, I don't want to be there either. My four brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers died on the street because they couldn't go to a white hospital. So this is nothing new. We should have been focusing more on black people getting their own. Okay? And we already know that the thing now was to start hiring black people. Why do you want to be the only black there? But I'm not mad. I'm not mad because a lot of people did great things. You know, they provided for their family. You got to do what you got to do. But I don't think that, and that's what I'm saying. Whenever white people give you something, they are bound to take it back. Just like when they claim they gave us our freedom, they are bound to take it back. And as far as them, taking away, trying to uh, dismantle the Board of Education, the Board of Education has always been set up to elevate white people and to manufacture servants. Okay? Because I see all these black um, universities, all these black people graduating. Where they at? You know where they at? In white establishments. Only time you see really black companies that's making a lot of money is in the entertainment business. And the entertainment ain't nothing but another arm of white people controlling. Yes, you even have a couple of black billionaires. Why? When you got trillions of poor black people, are they generating jobs? And you know why they don't want us to study black history in schools? Because they don't want our children to be elevated, to think that they are so much better. No, we're not trying to be better. We are just trying to be like we are and teach our kids, all kids, our achievements. And but they won't do that. They don't want to do that. Because I have these and it's a shame us black people are not even teaching our black kids their history, their family history. All this stuff is coming out now. It's never really been hidden or lost. We just haven't been looking for it. I know when I was growing up, we didn't have any black people on our walls. We didn't have we didn't talk about the achievements of black people. Every time they did something, we didn't talk about it. Wasn't talked about in the home. And they have these urban intellectual cards that you could literally talk to your kids about, and they would learn a lot instead of sitting there playing games, talking on the telephone, surfing the web, listening to that propaganda. And here's these are trivia cards, and like this, for instance, what does Juneteenth mean to African Americans? A. Black Music Month. B. Freedom from slavery. C. Financial empowerment. D. Black Wall Street. The answer is B. Freedom from slavery. Let's see. Another one. Which all black Detroit band released the song Politicians in My Eyes, considered by many to be one of the first punk songs in 1976? The answer is Death. A Detroit band called Death. Okay. um, who was the first black female aviator? We all know that. Bessie Coleman. Let's see. Name the first African American woman to head a publicity trade company and own a number one ranking radio station in any major market. The answer is Kathy Hughes. A lot of you, I bet you was going to say Oprah Winfrey. No, it was Kathy Hughes. Look her up. Kathy Hughes. The first African American woman to head a publicity traded company. Didn't know that. And you could probably ask any black person on the street any of these questions, and what's the chances of them knowing any of this? Let me see. Let me get another one. Who was the first African American male to run for president? A lot of us knew that. Jesse Jackson. I remember when he, um, Jesse Jackson Sr. I remember when he ran for president. It wasn't too long ago, but you don't hear them talk about it. What happened on July the 4th, 1881? The Tuskegee Institute was founded in 1881. The Tuskegee Institute was founded. Who is the real father of medicine? They don't want you to know that. And I hopped. IMHOTEP. Can't say it. I'm bad on uh, English. Is not my language. What was the U.S. slave population at its height? About 4 million. Wow. And also, they have these cards that they tell you about the different uh, great achievers, like Frances Cress Wilson, right there. It talks about, it brings up all the things she's done. She was a psychiatrist and author. She believed people of color needed to liberate themselves psychologically from white domination. And that is so true. I mean, I can't put enough emphasis on that. But of course we're not going to do that because it's it has a lot of benefits because people put a lot of emphasis on riches more than people, power more than people. Really, they do. And people have been assimilated. Um, Betsy Coleman, she was inducted into the National Aviation Hall of Fame in 2006. She was the first woman of African American and Native American descent to hold a pilot license, and first American to earn an international pilot license. They don't want our children to, and they don't want their children to read this and learn this either, because they have to keep that white domination going. And we are letting them do it. And I just want to say this, that um, we need to start talking more positive about our black women, because I'm going to talk more about it, but we need to elevate them more, because they have to be back on their throne before anything would get any better. Because we have so many examples of their achievements and their ability to unite with power and structure. And they are goddesses. They are the teachers, the healers, and the savior of this world. Because without women, you wouldn't have people. People come from women. Women are people that bring people. A woman is has the ability to carry a whole uh, tribe in their being. I don't know how it happens, but a woman could carry up to 4 or 5 children. Some more, they say. Yeah. So we need to give women the respect they need, and we need to elevate women more and give them the power to bring about a better world. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. That's what we need.